You mother. You piece of shit. Oh my God. You piece of junk. RJ, get out the phone. We got half battery, but we're in the middle of solar panel install, and I just temporarily hooked it up to the battery, and it started beeping at me. I officially hate GoPros. Batteries are overheats in the sun. Irritating. Like I said, here's where we were. It's beeping at me. I need to finish hooking up the solar panels. So I mounted the box right here. I've got a gauge hooked up, which says 20.5, and of course this says 20.1. Now I don't know which one's correct. Let's go get a voltmeter and find out. Okay, we should be 20.5. So this is correct, and that is not. It must be going through something. That's weird that this is not accurate. Okay, well, either way, I need to get our solar hooked up, which the panels are laying on the top, and I got wires hooked up, so they're just kind of hanging out. Let's see if it's even generating any solar, because it's pretty cloudy out. 43 volts. It's doing something. It's doing something. Okay, now, without cutting the wires, how do I get this hooked into that? Since I don't have my actual cables. Didn't I bring that stupid kit? There it is. So I bought this MP4 connector kit. Well, I still have to figure out how to get it in there. Okay, these wires are hot. Okay. So let's shove it in the hole, maybe. Okay, 43 volts, 0 watts, 1 watt. Oh, it's doing something. Can you see that? 2 watts, 5 watts. Oh, now we're dropping voltage. 3 watts. I mean, it's cloudy. I don't know why it just shut off, but it did. It like blinked. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. I mean, you gotta figure, the sun, there's no sun. Like, it's gone. The sun's gone. So we did this way too late, but it is functioning. It's got a little warning thing. What does the warning mean? It means there's no sun to me. Okay, so let's hit these buttons, see what this does. Okay, yeah, we got that. Yeah, we got that. I don't know what that means. Bad LVD. Device temperature, battery temperature. How do you know what the battery temperature is? I don't have a temperature sensor hooked up. Yeah, so I guess maybe that's the warning. E1, battery, low voltage. I bet you that's the warning menu. Okay, well, yeah, I just want to show you guys that. And we're only running like 4 Optimus right now. I'm just kind of testing the system out and see what it can do on the equipment that I have. I'd probably get more power if I hooked both of the panels up. You can see the panels up there, so I only have that one hooked up, and this one's not hooked up, but I need my other cable to do that. Anyway, next step is we're gonna finish mounting that guy, get it up where it's supposed to, and then we have to mount both solar panels, which I got all the Unistrut for that. I started to get them prepped, right? So I got all the brackets and put all the nuts and washers and everything on them, so all I have to do is drag the Unistrut up top, screw it into the roof with silicone. There's a Unistrut right there. And then attach the brackets, the hinges, to the Unistrut. And I'm doing it to where I can actually tilt these panels, but everything's manual. Like nothing's automatic. I have to unbolt stuff. Like I'll have to unbolt 3 sides to tilt it and then bolt my brace in. Anyway, I might actually see if I can prop up that solar panel. And let me try that. Let's see if I get anything out of it. What's going on?
What's up?
You want to say hi to YouTube?
Can't show my face.
CJ, blur his face out.
Yeah.
Not approved. 3 watts. I don't think we gained anything. what were we before? 2 and 3, now we're just 3. We gained a little tiny bit. I probably need to angle it some more. But anyway, I'm rambling. I've been rambling pretty much the whole time. I could have shown you what I was doing in like 2 minutes. So, CJ, edit this how you want. All right, let me show you what I got going on now. We're putting the hinges on and the Unistrut on this side. And what I have to do is measure from here to the center, or get my mark so I make the center. And then we're drilling our holes for our hinges right there. And I have to do, I want to do the hinges closer to the inside so it wouldn't stick out so much, but then I can't get the angle that I need when I prop these up. This is gonna have to do. All right, so step 1 is I take and I mark 22 1/4 that side. Step 2, I have to go get my tape measure. Real step 2, measure from the other side. It gives you like a perfect center point, right? So we did 22 1/4 on that side, now 22 1/4 on that side. Now I know that in between that line right there, that is the center. So now I can pull my panel out. And then I'm gonna line my hinge up and then make a mark, and drill my holes. Okay, so the next step is, see where my 2 marks are? I get that in the center, and then I make a mark here and here, because ultimately I'm doing my hole in this valley right here, right? Otherwise, I would do it up there, but it's too close to the solar panel. I can't get a socket on that screw bolt. Okay, if you're installing Renogy panels, you may or may not know this, but it's actually dual layered. So you have this aluminum lip on the outside, and it seems like it's a stainless channel or stainless something bar on the inside. So you have to drill through both of them. Okay, let me see if I can do this one-handed. Now, put your bolt through there. I guess I can do them both at the same time. Okay. And then our hinge has to be this way so we can get enough angle. If you put it the other way, you max out on your angle. So you don't even get 45 degrees, it's like 30. So it has to go this way. Put that there. And then I don't think we need the washer, so we're not going to use them. Always have to be careful with this. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this on my chest. It's probably not going to work. I dropped it. Oops, sorry phone. Okay, so both hinges are on. Now we're going to take that Unistrut that's hanging there and we're going to slide it into our Unistrut holes. And I definitely can't do that one-handed. Okay, now I got the Unistrut basically hinged. It takes 3 washers to get this tight without it poking through the back. So we're going to do 3 washers on all those. But now I got these together, I can push this up against the ambulance, and then I can screw this rail in. And once I get this rail in, I can lay out the rest of them. So, oh, and I'm cutting these off because I couldn't find the right size bolts. So I need to cut these off. I'm just gonna whack them off with the grinder. The only thing you gotta be careful with is, since these are nylon lock nuts, is if you mess it up, you're gonna end up melting the nylon. So kind of take it in strides. Okay, new part of the equation. Sorry about the beeping. All right, problem number 1. This sticks over the crown, and it needs to go over 3/8 of an inch. Well, if you do that, then this is going to start to want to rock this way. So what I'm doing is we're putting in one of these guys. I would prefer to have a T, but I didn't see one at Home Depot. So we're gonna put one of these and bolt it in. All right, so I put in my little insert guys. Now we're gonna put our plate in. I don't really like these. I like these because I can turn them easy, but I don't like them because they don't fit on there as well as these guys. I had some lock washers for these. Okay, I think that's in. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Oh, I did measure from the edge of that to the center of this is 22.5. So I made a little, I'll have to show you now. Oh, I can't. There's a mark in there. I promise you. Okay. It is easier to line these ones up because you saw I just stuck my finger in there. Okay. I think we're set, right? I feel like we're set. 22.5. Can go over the hair. 22.5. That's perfectly centered there. That's it. Shouldn't go nowhere. So now, when I chop that side off, I can take these out, silicone them back up, and then I can move everything this way 3/8 of an inch and get it centered like it's supposed to be, like I should have done in the first place. Holy crap, it's actually working after an hour trying to connect this thing. Okay, let's go outside. All right, ambulance. Hope you can see what's going on here. We're still working on the mounting. I've left the refrigerator plugged in. It's been at least 24 hours, and we are at, ooh, that's bad. That's bad. So this thing's been on all day for 24 hours, and our batteries are dead. So that's not good. The only thing that's plugged in is the refrigerator. Well, and the microwave, but I don't think it pulls too much. I mean, it's working, it's on, but it's only pulling 20 watts now, but I'm sure it's pulling more than that before. But yeah, and this is after the day, right? The day's over. It just finished, so it should have charged. Wow, that's gonna be a big problem. So that means I'm either not getting crap for solar wattage, because I don't know, it's pulling like 100 watts it seemed. It's definitely not enough wattage to run it and charge the batteries at the same time, which is very, very frustrating. So anyway, what are we gonna do? I guess it's the inverter itself. Anyway, we're screwed. We're definitely screwed. So let's get back to mounting our solar panels. Guess let's do that. How do I turn this thing off? Okay, what does it mean? I'm assuming it's gonna record both sides, I hope. If not, there's a flip button on here. All right, so I just started the truck and flipped it to, I don't even know what you call that thing, the converter from 12 to 24 volts. And so now we're pushing 250 watts in there, only 10 amps. It's only gonna charge it to 24 volts, so it's not gonna charge it very much. You know, obviously we're almost there at 23.9, but yeah, and we're still only pulling, you know, 20 watts or whatever. And of course our solar is absolute zero because it's nighttime. Let me show you what I'm doing. I got my measurement for our support rails, so that's gonna be 90.5, and I've got a couple of them almost installed. This one, yeah, this one's tight, and this should go straight into a 2x2 square tubing, right? So when we screw it down, it's gonna be solid. Then I got that one over there, and I'm working on installing the hinges, and then I'm actually gonna flip this one up. So that's the plan for that. I love these LED lights in here. They're super bright. These are so bright that I don't think I need this anymore. Like, I might take it out. Obviously I haven't hooked it up yet, but anyway, that's the update, and I'm trying to organize at the same time of doing this. So I bought these little DeWalt guys that actually clip on top of each other. Don't worry about the Goodwill stuff I bought. All right, see you later. What is on the camera? Oh, no, that's a light. Are we recording? Yes. Okay, I think I made a mistake. It's a fixable mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. Check this out. All right, so I drilled the hole. I siliconed the cable gland thing, and I got my 2 wires in there, right? So that's permanent. That's done. That's happening. Now now my thinking was, this is the reason why I did this. I had these vents already here. So I was like, I remove the vent, now I have access to the roof. We'll just drill a hole and run my wires down, okay? Well, the vent is sealed. I didn't know that. So if you look in there, okay, there's a plate that covers this whole area. So this ambulance has this 2x2 aluminum channel every foot on the roof. So they took a plate and they screwed it to that 2x2. So there's no way I can run the wire down there, right? I run the wire down there, it goes to the vent hole. So now I either have to drill a hole in here, which will get me to the next channel, which is where this light was, and then I can run a wire down there, which is probably what's gonna happen. Now on the rear one, since I haven't drilled the hole yet, I'm gonna need to put it in here. So I'll take this light out, or maybe I can take this light out. I can take this light out, drill a hole, and then go through this way. I can do that. Because same thing, right? This is complete unit. It goes, yeah, it comes through there. There's the little boat blower motor, and then it goes out the vent. So I have the vent, goes out this back vent. That's that one, that's a powered vent. And then that one's just a regular, I'm pretty sure that tube comes out. Of course I'm pointing, there's no way I'm pointing in the right spot. That tube goes out and comes out of this hole, which is not powered. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I gotta get these wires run properly so I can do what I need to do. What a pain. So we got the Xbox hooked up. We're in the ambulance. Of course I am kind of cheating right now. It could be running off solar, but it's not. I've got it plugged in. Let me show you what I've done so far. We are about to drill the hole right there for that, but what we did get done is the cable gland, and we drilled the hole for that. So I got enough wire to make my ends to connect that solar panel, which we're getting close to doing. And I told you guys I made a mistake, right? So I've got, you can see the wire in there. So I've loomed it, right? And I put loom all the way around it. It goes through the hole that we drilled. So there's loom everywhere so it doesn't chafe. But now our next challenge is, instead of going through here, we're gonna drill the hole here, and then I have to fish it out, because this plate that's here, it actually runs full length. It's only been cut out to where these lights and stuff are. So the plate runs full length. So this is completely covered by that plate in this run. So that's why we're having to drill the hole, and then I'll have to fish that wire out, which kind of sucks. But okay, tape measure, right? So we have to be, there's a 2-inch guy right here. So we have to be 50 something inches from the edge. 49 is the start of the 2 inches. So 51 is the end. So we have to be plus 51. We're gonna say 56, I think. Or do we want it? I can't remember. I think 48 is almost the middle. 56 will get us about the middle of this, and that'll, I guess, give me more room. And on the last one we drilled, whatever this is, 1 3/8. I think I want it a little bit bigger because we have all that to work with. So we are, what is this? 2 inch? 2 inch is probably okay. Yeah, 2 inch is good. All right, let's go up there and measure, find our center. So that is 56, and then that's 45, that's 45, so X marks the spot. That's where we want to make our hole. See, we're kind of forward on this one, so I'm going to put the cable gland going this way, so our wires kind of come out in the center still. I can disconnect this wire. Why are we struggling here? Okay, whatever. I'll do it later. Okay, this is it. We made it. Phone call, gotta go. Okay, so right now we're measuring our wire. I thought I was gonna cut the excess off the other one, so that's not gonna happen. So what I'm doing, we're gonna use the wire I had plugged in here, the 30 footers, I think, and I'm just gonna cut the ends off and then run it through this way and down. So now I'm gonna measure it. I've got the slack pulled that I need to stay on top of here. Now I just have to measure where it's gonna go from there, over across the ambulance, down back into the controller. All right, so I pulled the cable through, I cut the ends off. I'm gonna end up using like all of it, right? This is not what I expected. I've got it through our cable gland. Now I'm gonna pull it through the ceiling. I still can't get that one end off, but I think it's okay because it's supposedly the ground. Okay, I'm having a real hard time pushing this. All right, I think I got a way through. Okay, so now we'll just pull it through. I think I need to push on it some more. See if it'll get all the way to the end. As far as it's going. Okay, where we at? So it's through here. It's bunched up right there. Can I get it pushed enough to make it? Probably not. Well, somehow I'm gonna have to get it through there. I don't even know how far I've gotten. It's going somewhere. It's probably bunching up in there. Oh, this is the exact struggle I had with the front. Whoa! I got you, little baby. This is the exact struggle I had with the front side, by the way. Oh, I got it. Success. Okay. Now, we just need to get it all the way through. All right, so now, do I just keep pushing this way? Or do I pull it all the way through? I'm caught on something up top. All right, I'll run the wire, simple, right? We're just going all the way across this channel and then straight down. So in this little access hole, I can grab it and push it through to the existing access hole and then come over to the controller. We're probably gonna be, I think I calculated it, we're probably gonna be like 6 inches short, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna pull as much slack as I can up through the top here, and then I'll just have to deal with what's left, because I didn't plan this properly. I should have used my 50-foot reel on the back side and my 30-foot connectors on the front side. Whatever, it is what it is. So we're gonna work through it. All right, so we pulled that as tight as I can get it, since I'm struggling to take off that clamp. And now we're gonna put some lube on these wires and pull them through. So let's pull it. Yeah, that's all the way. I need a little bit more black. That's just GTA in the background. Don't worry, no one's actually dying. All right, so I want to get this loomed up as far as I can get it. So then when I actually pull in the wire, I'll have some loom on it to protect it. And then that should be enough slack, should be all the slack that we need up there. That should be enough. Okay, so now let's pull this through. Caulking, I forgot the caulking, damn it. Okay, so we want to clean our surface. That we're going to caulk against. Let's pull it through until we see our loom. That's exactly what we wanted, right there. And then, so our cable gland is going to be, I guess, right about there. So we want to mark our center. Yeah, so the bottom of this is over that. And let's mark our center right about here. Let's find out where that's at. So we should be about 45 1/4. Now this is assuming that my rail is in the center of the ambulance. Okay, 45 1/4. Okay. Now let's put our caulking on. And this is just Henry tropical roof seal that you'd buy at Home Depot. You just kind of goop it up in this channel. Uh-oh. Bad timing. Oh, I just got it all over me. Okay. Stick our screw back in there. Got goop all over the place. Come on, there you go. Let's release some tension off of there. Yeah. Okay, phone, stop. How are you gonna hold this in place now? So we should be right about there. You kind of want to have something to hold this in place. It seems like my wires are binding up for whatever reason. Maybe we can pull a wire. No, it's definitely going to want to twist it around. How about this? Okay, hopefully that'll do it. We'll just let that set up. I'll try not to pull on the wires because that's going to cause a problem for sure. All right. Okay, that's buttoned back up. I'm about to button this up. This grill was loose and there's some hot glue on there, so I just kind of heated it up and stuck it back on. I don't know if it's gonna stay. It probably won't, especially in Texas heat. Anyway, so that's buttoned up. That's still setting, but we're gonna connect that before I leave for the day. I'm not going anywhere before I finish working on this for the day. And I've got both sets of wires coming down, so I need to get a label, use my label maker and label these, but this is the front panel and then this is the second panel. So now we're going to run our wires over and across and probably down. I need to decide where I'm going to put the disconnect. So I did forget I had the disconnect, so that's actually going to save me as far as wire length, even though I think I have plenty of wire now. We were able to pull quite a bit through and have enough left over. All right, where's this disconnect at so I can show you? It's right here. So this you're supposed to have, and I think I calculated, and the fuses, the overcurrent fuses that are on it are rated at like 15 amps. So, and I don't know if they're fuses or breakers, but whatever's on the panel is like 15 amps each. And since we're running these in series, we can't go over 15 amps at all. So I got a 16 amp disconnect. So this, right, this will get mounted and this will get mounted to it, and our wires go through it however. And I wonder, does that light up? That'd be kind of cool if it did, but I doubt it. So off, on, whatever. I can run my wires into here, and then I'll have extra to go to where it needs to go. I just don't know where I'm going to mount this thing. I'll probably mount it like this, so I can run them in, and then down that way, and then back into the panel. That seems the most logical. So I got plenty of wire with this disconnect. Oh, all this stuff needs to go. I need to upgrade this to LEDs and get rid of all these flashers, but that's another day. So much work that needs to be done on this thing. Okay, we're pretty much done. Check this out. So we don't have any sun, so we don't have any solar, but there's our disconnect right here. Run it in series. So here's our black to red connector, and then if you can see up there, both panels are hooked up. So that's hooked up. I think I have enough slack. I'm pretty sure I have enough slack. The only one I would worry about is when I tilt the panel this way or that way, but I don't think the angle is gonna increase that much because, yeah, I got plenty of slack on the other one. Damn near coiled up the whole foot. I still have to, when I go to put these panels down, I need to unbolt this one and then pull our cable we had before over there. I still need to mount this, so our rail system is not actually screwed into the top of the box. That needs to happen. We're really close, so I'll probably do that tomorrow and roll up this wire. But now I can close this, because I don't know if you saw in any of my other videos, I had the wires just kind of hanging out the side of the ambulance. Now it's run through here like it's supposed to. I still got a zip tie some of this stuff up, but I just finished. So, well, I mean, I finished for the night. It got dark. Oh, I'm happy. Now I can actually close this. I think I can close it. Yeah. Roll this wire up, put it away. This is our good copper wire we got left. Still playing Xbox, so doing good. Catch you guys in the comments. Anyway, welcome back. We're gonna watch Pappy
mess it up.
Put the solar panels down. I told him it was easy, so we'll see how this works. We're getting ready to drive back to Texas. That was just a dream. Try, fly, try. That was just a dream. Just a dream. Just a dream. Dream. Sounds like he's on the other side. How's it going?
Good. I guess I didn't screw it up this time. I tightened them back up because they just stay in place, right?
Yeah.
So now I can go here and loosen this to take the bar off and then put screws. So there's only one screw for this plate, right?
Yep.
Okay. Except for that one down there.
No, it should only have one. So your big panels have one on each side. Your end pieces have two per hinge because they need more support.
I gotta get washers.
You already got them. They're right here.
I know, but I don't have them with me.
I told you put them in your pocket. I want to put ladders on the inside of these doors so I can climb up. You gotta push up. There you go. So now you gotta make sure all your hinges go down. So you gotta start with your sides and flip them out. There you go.
This isn't your dad's forte.
Lift it up, just a hair. More? Okay. Why is this thing on? What do you got it set on? Let's put it on 3.
Chewing things up.
Don't chew it up.
Well, that last nut.
You got it? It looks like you're good. Don't forget, you gotta take that one out to get the cord out over there.
Right. That's when I get up over there.
Hello?
You mother. You piece of shit. Oh my God. You piece of junk. RJ, get out the phone.
Did you get it? Did you get that wire out?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't. I needed your help, and you're busy talking that goofus.
Well, tell me what you want me to do.
Well, nothing now. I did it. I got to tighten them down now. No, I couldn't. Every time I lifted it, that one would slip.
What do you mean? Which one would slip?
The hinge, it would go in every time you lift it. I couldn't do 2 hinges at one time.
So I need to get the auto closing hinges is what you're telling me.
Well, yeah, for one person when you're trying to lift it because that one digs back in. Yeah. So finally I put a hinge under that one, so I got to go get it. So when you lift the center one, it doesn't jam in.
Got it. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, you missed it. You'll have to edit those F words. I said, RJ, get on the phone. But I didn't want to tighten them down until I got all the screws in. And I got to go up in the center. Of course, you know, I didn't have the washers, you know.
You got the wire out. Good job.
I was about to say, I battened all the hatches down, but it didn't take much to lift it out. Just loosened this one up, came right out. All right, I'm short on that side. Got issue, RJ. Those won't batten down on each end to the front. They're off center. We only have some on the side. Oh my God. So the hinges that are on the front is too far forward for the screws to fit in.
Oh, I messed it up?
Uh-huh.
This is the exact same as the other. Probably need to loosen these ones and slide it over.
Oh, it's gonna piss me off.
We still got 123 watts.
Is that good?
Yeah, for 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's all right. All right, all he has to do is take that hinge out right there and then put the screws in and we're good. Okay, welcome back. We are headed to Texas. I'm irritated because I just had to fix the airbags on the ambulance. I thought we were ready to go, right? Because I came here and didn't have that many issues. So Z's strapped on, Pappy's on the phone, try saying nothing's going right because you're supposed to leave 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. I had to bypass all the ambulance air dump stuff and then hook up the airlift straight to it to get the rear airbags to work because some valve was stuck somewhere. But we're finally ready. Everything's clean and organized. Pappy did it all by himself. We're all strapped in. We might need to strap that refrigerator door. It's actually pretty clean in here versus what it normally is. Got the TV hooked up so when he's driving I can play Xbox. We're running 55 watts of solar, 55 watts of solar, which is a lot of solar. It's cooking those batteries. It's probably bad for them. They're just sitting quiet up there, you can see. Anyway, we're going, finally. Wish me luck. Pappy's driving the ambulance for the first time. Yeehaw! I think he might be a little scared.